Hey everyone, in this video we will explore the concept of simple interest. So first of all, what is interest? Interest is the extra money received or paid when money is either invested or borrowed through a financial institute. Now, when you invest a money, you receive, and when you borrow money, you pay interest. There are two types of interest. In this video, we're exploring simple interest. In the upcoming days, we will also explore compound interest as well. So to start off with, simple interest is when the interest rate is fixed. A fixed interest rate means that regardless of the years, the amount of interest received or paid will be the same. We can calculate this simple interest using the following rule. So that's I equals to P times R times T over 100. I is the total interest earned. Now, that's if there's an investment. Or the total interest paid, and that's when we're looking at a loan. P equals principal. Now, principal means it's the initial amount. Now, this could be the initial amount of investment or borrowed. R is the percentage interest rate, and it's per annum usually, and we can represent per annum as P dot A as well. And T is the time in years of the investment or loan. And we have to note that it is years. All right, let's have a look at a few examples. Example 1 says, how much interest will be earned if Josie is investing $200 at 10% per annum simple interest for 2 years? So we're asked to find interest. So we will be using the following rule. I equals to P times R times T over 100. We need to first of all find out what P, R and T are. So P is the initial amount. So the initial amount invested is $200. Next we need to find R, and that is 10%. And lastly we need to find time, and time has to be in terms of years, so it's 2 years. So next, all we need to do is sub this into the rule. So interest equals 200 times 10 times 2 over 100, and the total interest earned within these 2 years is $40. Okay, the next example says calculate the amount of simple interest that will be paid to Esther with an investment of $255 at 5% simple interest per annum for 2 years and 6 months. Again, we will start off by writing the rule. So that's I equals to P times R times T over 100. Next, we will need to find what P, R and T are. So P is the initial investment, which is $255. R is equal to 5, and time is equal to 2 years and 6 months. Remember, time always needs to be in terms of years, so we'll leave 2 years as it is, and means addition. Now 6 months, we need to convert that into years. So it's months, so there's 12 months in a year, so we need to do 6 divided by 12, and that gives us 0.5, so that's a total of 2.5 years. So T therefore equals to 2.5 years. Next, we need to sub these in to the formula. So interest equals to P 255 times by R, which is 5, times by T, which is 2.5 over 100. And that gives us $31.87. Now we need to convert this, of course, because we're dealing with money, so it's $31.87. It's the total interest earned. Now the next concept we're looking at is the total amount paid. So total amount paid is the sum. So it's the total of the money paid during the duration of the investment loan. So this needs to take into consideration the principal, so the initial amount either invested or borrowed, as well as the interest. So basically, total amount paid equals to principal plus interest, and that could be rewritten as A equals to P plus I, where A is total amount paid, P is principal, and I is interest. So let's have a look at the following example. It says, calculate the total amount Xavier owes on a simple interest loan for $10,500 at 7% per annum after 3 years. So we're looking at the total amount. So that's A equals to P plus I. So first of all, let's note down what P is. P is $10,500, but we don't know what I is. So we need to find what I is. But earlier this video we did have a look at how to find I, and I equals P times R times T over 100. So we need to extract what R and T are because we know what P is. So P was 10,500. R is 7% and T is 3 years. All we need to do is sub this into the rule. So that is interest equals to 10,500 times by 7 times by 3 over 100. Therefore, the total interest equals to $2,205. So we found the total interest. We know what the principal is, so we could sub these in to this initial rule of A equals to P plus I. So if we sub that in, we end up with, so A equals to P plus I. We're finding the total amount, so that's the principal, the initial amount, plus the interest. And that is 12,705. So after 3 years, Xavier pays a total of $12,705.